Today I'm out in the desert again. I am going to film an old railroad village that used to be out here. And the stop's called Delle. And it was established back in 1880. Here in front of me, I believe this is one of the ranch that was here somewhere between, 1880 and probably in the 1950s. And it was part of the community of people that lived out here that serviced the railroad line. So this is the north side of Delle. On the south side of I-80, we'll just say that's the southern side of Delle. Now, this was established back in 1880 by the Western Pacific Railroad. They needed a stop where they could have water for the steam engines, to fill up the steam engines with water. They had houses out here. The railroad guys, they lived out here. Their families lived out here. They had a water tower. There was a ranch out here. And I believe this is, part of that old ranch that existed out here during those days. Not sure what this was. The 1920s through the 1940s, I guess this was, a pretty productive area. And then in the 1950s, early 1950s, is when they built the gas station and the motel across on the south side of I-80. But around that time, after the 40s, the railroad no longer needed this stop, so they demolished the houses and closed down this stop, and it became a ghost town. I have really no idea what this structure was for. Back there's like a cement wall. At first I thought it was a mine, but not really thinking it was a mine. I do know that they had to run 12 miles of pipe to bring water to this area from a spring that was 12 miles away. So there's a cement foundation there, and then something up above. Just really unsure what this was used for. And again, I just don't think it's a mine, but I don't know what they would have been mining out here. Still thinking it had to do something maybe with the railroad. So over by the tracks, I can see some trees. And again, those trees are not native to this area. someone long ago had to plant those trees, and I would bet there were probably houses over there by those trees. And there was something here, because this rock structure, this was all built. This is not a natural piling of rocks here. And I would say there was a building there, or a house. That could have been a house. One of the houses. Well, I think what I'm going to do first, before I go over to those trees, I'm going to go on top of that hill over there to get a view of the south side of this Delle. See, the active line today of Union Pacific is running over there. But who knows whether, you know, the track line could have ran right through here, you know, back in 1880. So there's the rail line, and I was just down there, and I wanted to climb this hill because I could see over here there's a pile of dirt. Looks like there is a foundation up here. Oh wow, I never known this to be here. Wow, check that out. So this was definitely storage for water. And this, I'm sure, was water that was used for the steam engines when they ran through here. Well, I'm glad I came up here. God, if an animal went down in there, that would probably be the end of the animal. There's a glass Coke bottle down there. So here we have a pretty nice view of this area. There's the old motel. Behind it, there's two luxury tour buses that were dropped off there, and they have been trashed. And then behind those two buses is an abandoned trailer and a junkyard. And then right there, I think that was the original gas station. And there used to be a house over there, and it's recently been torn down within the last couple years. And then over there you have the modern gas station. I would have to say this is a pretty old sign. It says telephone number for Salt Lake City, 1781 extension 346. And I just really can't make out a lot of it. You know, I think it's just a warning sign of digging in this area to call the American Tail and Tail Company. So, let's see here. The bell system. Underground cable route marker. So right here, you can see the trees. And I would say this is probably where they had some of the houses, because, you know, you would plant your trees normally where your house would be. So look how big this stump is. That looked like it was a pretty big tree. And here's the modern gas station. Now I'm going down to the old motel, and I believe the original gas station. I think it's probably just a matter of time before all this is torn down and it all disappears. You know, there used to be a house right here, and that's been torn down in the last couple of years. I think someone came in and was going to clean this out and try to remodel, but that fell apart. And then here you had an RV park. And then you have those two buses, which just been destroyed. When they initially dropped off here, they weren't in too bad of shape. But you can see here the old RV stalls. You had power and probably water, electricity. I'll go ahead and take a look around this area. So let's take a look at the buses. And they've been thrashed. You know, this was like a limo bus in a sense, you know, a limo tour bus. Probably took you out to Wendover. And the windows have all been broken out, and the seats pulled and thrashed. There's the back of a dump truck or dump trailer. Okay, let's look at this one. Get a So here you had a little closet. Yeah, this has been thrashed too. Even from the last time I was here, this seat has been ripped up and thrown over. It doesn't take long for people to come out here and just trash everything. So over there is the frame of a yellow bus. Everything was stripped off of it, and it was put out there. Here you have an abandoned trailer, an abandoned what was that, a Chevy Blazer maybe. Over there you have another trailer, and then down the hill you have a junkyard. So I'm taking a look at inside this abandoned trailer. Someone was really big into popular science and popular mechanics. I seen one of the dates on one of the magazines was from 2009. This paper's from 2017. So let's take a look at one of these hotel rooms. So the thing is with this place, I think in the 1980s the owner was trying to refurbish this, and there was a propane explosion and he ended up getting badly hurt, and probably nothing has happened since then. There's your shower. There's the shed. Another shower, bathroom. But you know, I think they were planning to refurbish this. You know, they ripped the walls out, as you can see. Got someone came in here with their dirt bike. Let's look at this bathroom. Look at the tile work. Now, that's still nice. The toilet, and then the bathroom right there. Water heater. There's an old sign, maybe a highway sign, part of an old highway sign. Ugh. I gotta watch where I'm walking because I don't want to step on a nail. So this was definitely a garage. You can hear the wind vibrating that door over there. Kind of spooked me at first. Some cabinets and stuff being stored here. Looks like this was the bay to go down, you know, to walk. This is where the mechanic would walk down and change your oil or work on something underneath the car.